Hey everyone, Tristan back with another video, and in this video I'm going to show what's in my boosted board backpack. Now this will generally change depending on how long of a trip I'm going on, also where I'm going. If I'm doing shopping or something, I might want to have some room in the backpack for whatever I buy. I generally like to keep some room in the backpack for a light jacket, so if I start out in the morning and it's cold and I'm wearing a light jacket while I'm out on the boosted board, as the sun comes up and it gets hotter, I can put the jacket in here. Also, optionally, the stuff on the right you see is stuff that I sometimes bring. Bottle of water, the extra standard range battery if I'm going on a longer trip. I usually have my glasses if I'm not wearing them, or definitely carry the glasses case and put it in the bag. And then this right here is an Anchor battery charger, which can charge up the iPhone, and this can also charge up the boosted board remote as well, which is kind of nice to have. So depending on how long of a trip I'm going on, these can end up in the bag as well. But let me start by opening the bag and showing you what's inside. The first thing is I've got my remote in here. The boosted board backpack has a nice sort of magnetic closure, and you've got the boosted board remote right in there for easy access. Also, of course, I'll be wearing my helmet if I'm on the boosted board, but if I'm walking around and not on the boosted board, then the helmet can be clipped on right here. You've seen that in another video. I'll post that up there on the right. And then, of course, the boosted board can actually go into this bag as well, and I can wear the boosted board on my back. So when I'm shopping around and stuff like that, that's typically what I'll do. Let me go ahead and open this up, and I can show you what's in there right now. So the side access is probably the easiest way to access the boosted board, the inside of the boosted board backpack. So I've got my charger here. This is the boosted board V2 charger. Here's the power cable for the remote. Now you can keep things like a laptop or iPad in this big pocket here. Usually I don't have that with me in the bag if I'm going shopping or something, but if I'm going to a cafe and I know I'm going to use the laptop or an iPad, I can put that in here. The MacBook Pro 13-inch fits perfectly fine in here, as well as an iPad. In this pocket here, I've got a microfiber cloth, because you just never know when you need to, if you get caught in the rain a little bit or something like that, you might need to wipe the boosted board down. I've got the battery change tools that came with the extended range battery right here. So if I have the standard range battery, I will definitely want to have these tools because it makes it easier to attach the battery. That's all I've got in that slot. What do I have in this slot? I've got a hex wrench for the battery. I also have one of these, and I'll post a link to it in the description, but it's very useful. This enables you to charge 3 different devices from one outlet. So let's say you're in public and you want to charge up your boosted board, but somebody else is using an outlet and you don't want to take their outlet. You can say, oh, I've got one of these, so can we both plug in? Or if you're on a group ride with friends, 3 of you can charge with one outlet, which is really handy. So that's something very useful to have, and it was only like 10 bucks or something like that. And it's also very light too. I've got extra belts here. Also with motor cap screws, and also the little hex wrench needed for the belt change as well. And this is handy if a belt breaks while I'm out riding. I can just stop on the path somewhere or the sidewalk and actually just change my belts and have everything I need. And then in here I also have the collapsible skate tool that came with the extended range boosted board battery. Very handy to have, and pretty much houses most all the tools that you'll need in a very light, compact, nice compact package. That's it for that bottom zipper pocket. What's in this upper zipper pocket? Dude wipes. Some of you may have heard of these. I actually use these as kind of like hand wipes. And it's kind of nice to have because sometimes your hands get really dirty when you're boosted boarding around. So they're just basically like moist towelettes just to wipe your hands off, which is kind of nice. And that's actually all I have in there right now. So yeah, as I mentioned, this main compartment is fairly big. I can fit the boosted board battery in there. In fact, I'll show you that right now. If I want to bring my standard range battery with me, I can just simply slip this in there. And it fits in pretty nicely. I can fit everything else in there really nicely as well, and still have some expandability room here for other things like a jacket, or if I go buy some light grocery items, I can put them in here as well. Certainly this backpack is not going to afford you the ability to do like a lot of grocery shopping, but if you're buying a few items, it can definitely fit in here, and I've done that before. That works really well. This outer pocket I generally like to keep loose, just for things like my wallet or light things, just kind of keep open, just for general small things that I pick up or whatever, throughout the course of the day or something like that. If I wanted to, this bottle of water can also go in here if it's fine, but the bottle of water can also go in the main compartment as well. And that's pretty much it for what's in my boosted board backpack. So thanks for watching this video. As always, for any questions or comments, please leave them in the description field, and I will see you in my next video.